Good morning, Mr. Santos. Sorry, guys. Give me a couple minutes. I'm just double checking. Supposedly I'm trying to stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time today. I'm just kind of making sure everything's working correctly. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Technology, y'all. Wahoo! And I had a handful of people, ask me if I could do YouTube so they could watch it in the background or listen to it in the background instead of on Facebook, because you can't basically get out of the screen on Facebook without leaving the stream. So yeah. We've got it going on YouTube now. See how that works out. Just a couple more things, guys, and I'll get us started. All right, let's rock and roll. Good morning, degenerates. And welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Why? Well, just so you don't have to. My name is not important, and I'm your host. Hopefully we're on Facebook and YouTube. Looks like everything's good to go. Yeah. If you guys want the YouTube link, by all means, ask, and I'll post it in the chat. But we are on Facebook and YouTube live. Let's get into it. Crypto VC Mole's weather market is near the bottom. CZ admits Binance token listing process is flawed. I agree. When's the last time they listed a good project instead of just dumbass memes? And needs reform. Bitcoin stumbles as Trump announces 25% steel and aluminum tariffs. A lot of people waiting to see how the market's going to react to more tariffs coming from Trump. It didn't react well last time. Bitcoin's role as a reserve asset gains traction in the U.S. as states adopt. Coinbase CEO calls for blockchain-based U.S. Treasury as Doge saves billions. And last but not least, quantum computing will bring lost Bitcoin back in circulation. This is wild, if true. But outside of that, I don't know if I'm going to read all of these, just things that are kind of going on. There isn't any like super catalytic news. Catalytic, is that a word? Catalytic converter? I don't know. Again, I'll be honest, guys. The crypto market is at a standstill right now. Unless you're messing with memes, it's just nothing going on because people are, I believe, everyone's waiting for some kind of news catalyst event. Whether it be Trump announcing a Bitcoin reserve, tariffs, things like that. Everybody's on pause right now. So, yeah. All right, guys, let's get to the market. Fresh this. Right now, guys, current market cap sitting at 3.18 trillion. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 60.7. ETH flat 10%. And wow. This shows you how dead the market is right now, especially on ETH projects. ETH, Gwei, 0.9 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Now is the time to buy ETH projects, ERC20s, things built on the Ethereum blockchain, whether it be NFTs or projects or what have you. Now would be time to buy them. Or, this is going to be kind of bearish. If you're in a huge position, we're worried about gas fees, now it's time to get out. On top of that, guys, housekeeping per usual. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning, Monday through Friday, please like the videos, share the videos and links on all your social platforms. Tell your wife, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your kids, tell your dog, tell your cat to come watch the Boring Crypto live stream. Let's get people involved in crypto. Let's get mass adoption. Let's get people making money. Outside of that, if you want to learn how to trade crypto, learn how to trade traditional markets, learn how to become financially savvy, guys, click on the link that is pinned in the comments. Guys, that's to the Pip Connect Discord. That is Andy Peters' Discord. It is a family and a community of people learning to trade, learning to become financially free, financially successful in the investment worlds, things like that. I am a fan of it. I am part of it. I strongly recommend you check it out, see if it is a good fit for you if you want to learn any of the stuff that I just talked about. Again, if you do have questions about it, by all means, reach out to Andy Peters or myself. We are always down to help see if the Discord is a fit for you. Because again, I say this all the time, it might not be, and that's okay. But outside of that, guys, let's go through that top 100 and see if there are any movement at all. I'm sure there probably isn't. Just how it is, man. Sorry, I'm checking comments on things. All right, let's do it. Top 100. Bitcoin sitting up 1%. Get that 1% in. Aside of that, it's probably going to be flat across the board. Swee's up 3.65%. Yeah. Litecoin's up 9.16. Litecoin doing some stuff. Got some movement. Tau's up 7.35. DEXE's down 5.56, which isn't terrible. It's just showing any kind of movement that's worth talking about, I guess. I don't know. Dude, the market is so flat. FTT token, FTX token coming in at your 100 spot, which is interesting. People are trading FTT at down 1%. That is your top 100, guys. There is nothing going on in the top 100. Fear and Greed sitting at 35. Still, they consider that neutral. I don't really consider that neutral. I think that's tipping into fear, personally. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. Let's go to the let's go to the charts. Bitcoin. This is a 10-minute. There's just nothing going on. Every time we get a pump, we get a pullback. Every time we get a movement, we get a pullback. Let's go to the 1 hour. When I left you guys on Friday, we'd been drawing this bottom trend line, which is on a bigger time scale. Like if you go to the 1 hour, the daily, excuse me, was a reach of a bottom trend line that I said maybe we're respecting it, and that's what it looks like. Again, it looks like we're still respecting it. This big bottom trend line, and again, this was a reach. Do not take this as gospel. This is me just kind of seeing, okay, we're putting in higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Let's get rid of this. This is done. What is interesting though is 95 seems to be looking like some strong support every time we break below this trend line. Between 95 and 95.8, we're getting bought back up, which is good. I'm not mad about that. Putting in stronger support than we had back here at the 91.875. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Yeah, it's just, dude, it's flat. I mean, if I get rid of this trend line, I mean, this is, you know, baby downwards trend that we're kind of breaking out right now, but this is just sideways, completely sideways. Which, the reality, guys, unfortunately, in a crypto space, because it is such a new emerging market class, as well as a small market class, look, institutional money can hold this price down as long as they want to, until there's some kind of catalyst to move it. My point saying that is this is clearly feels like manipulation. I hate to be the conspiracy guy behind the curtain, but this is manipulated price action. This is suppressed price action for whatever reason, so they can buy more. If it's that simple, I don't know. I'm not smart enough. I don't have an inside. I have access to the same news that every one of you guys have, and I just try and put it together in my head and figure out what's going on. But this is heavily suppressed price action. why? Why are they suppressing the price so hard? Is it just because they want to buy more at lower prices, or is there something they're waiting for? I don't know. But again, there's just nothing going on. So here's what we're looking at. We want 95K to hold, which is good. We've been holding, so cool. We're good there. This trend line, this is kind of an arbitrary whatever. You keep an eye on it. Maybe it'll hold, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not that worried about it. But between 95 and 100K, and 100K, and 100K, we're looking for 100K to become support again. I am not bullish in the short term until we get back above 100K and hold it as support. And that's it, guys. That's the chart. Crypto is weak right now. It is boring and weak, and I know that's not anything anybody wants to hear. They want me to come on here and say everything's going to the moon. We're going to rip. Everything's going to be green in like a week. Trust me. Put all your money in right now. No, I'm not that guy, guys. Sorry. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. It is boring. Boring, boring. Boring crypto. We could potentially be doing something like that and breaking out. This is just an idea, but it's a weak one. We'll leave that there. Why not? What's it look like on 2 hour? I mean, it's a stretch, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, breakout. Yeah. We'll leave it there. We'll see what happens. See if that was the breakout. See if this is the breakout, right? Woohoo! Woohoo! What does Market Cypher B say? I haven't pulled up Market Cypher B in quite some time. Let's do that right before I move on to the news, just for shits and gigs. All these momentum waves are just underneath the zero line. Money flow's going back up. It just flipped green. Let's see if it keeps going. This is only on the 1 hour, but what you want to see is money flow doing this. And what we could potentially be doing, hopefully, if you're looking at this right here, this is your money flow, money leaving the market, right? Get one of these, which is interesting, right, too, now that I'm looking at it. Look how similar these momentum waves are. Very similar, right? Okay, so money flow taking up. Just get back over here, so hopefully, maybe we might get some upward momentum. But dude, it's just, God, 4 big green dots. Wild. But just nothing after that. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, it's just, this is weak. I hate doing this to you. Be like, oh, there's nothing going on. Sorry. I would not be trading this, and I'm not trading this. Unless you were an advanced skill, like scalper, I wouldn't be trading this market right now. Because this chop will just eat up your capital. Look at this. Anytime it looks like we're going to run, shut down. Run, shut down. Run, shut down. Run, shut down. Run, shut down, run, and we could potentially go right back down to 95. What do we got going on? Fact of the day. Strategy, I'm assuming that's MicroStrategy, acquired 7,633 Bitcoin for $742.2 million, raising its total holdings to 478,740 Bitcoin G-Money crickets. Valued at over $46 billion, the average purchase price was $97,255 per Bitcoin, with total cost of around $31.1 billion. So they're in the green still. They just keep buying, guys. The only ones that aren't buying is retail. Something to think about. Good morning, Cameron. Good morning, Russell. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Again, guys, news for the channel. I am streaming live on YouTube as well. And let's just put that link in the chat just in case anyone's curious. If it's easier for you to watch on YouTube, guys, we are streaming live on YouTube as well. So there you go. All right, let's get on the news, guys, and I'll let you go. It's been 17 minutes of nonsense. All right, y'all. Crypto. Okay, so the reason why I pulled up this article, which is funny, I was literally on a call yesterday afternoon with Andy Peters, if you're not familiar, the owner of the Pip Connect Discord, and we were just talking. You know, him and the guys got into a big meme on Saturday night that pumped like 42x or something like that. Again, I'm not the big meme guy, so don't ask me questions about memes. I suck. I've never made money off memes. It just is what it is. But anyway, I was asking, I was like, dude, where's the money at right now? Besides memes, I it's hard for me to believe that VCs and smart money, which is a generic term, but VCs and institutional money, why aren't they buying projects right now? Bitcoin is chill. Bitcoin's staying above 80 and 100K. That's like we're looking good. We're looking real good on Bitcoin, and the alts are bleeding hard. Like where's the money at? I literally asked him this, and he's like, it's probably just in Bitcoin, just waiting, just hanging out. Right now, everybody was waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do, and it's just been going sideways, which is weird to me because usually when Bitcoin goes sideways, the altcoins pump. But he thinks that people are playing it safe. Big money is playing it safe in Bitcoin right now, which is a possibility. So when I saw this article this morning, I thought it was intriguing to pull up and talk about, because we were just talking about VCs and investor money and things like that. So crypto venture capitalist Felix Hartman believes the altcoin market's pullback to long-term trend lines combined with sustained negative funding rates may signal a market bottom. Please? I need something to happen. This is boring. A crypto venture capitalist, I need something to happen whether I make money or not, just because I'm bored. The crypto venture capitalist said the market may be nearing a local bottom, citing extended negative funding rates and widespread bearish sentiment, which he says is often the best signal. I might be early, but it feels like we're near the bottom, Hartman Capital founder Felix Hartman said on February 8th on an X post. Funding rates and sentiment are two big indicators. Hartman said the crypto funding rates payments that help keep trading fair by aligning futures and spot market prices have been negative for a while, meaning there are more sellers than buyers. Sustained negative funding rates can signal bearish sentiment amongst traders, hinting at a market bottom and the potential for a near-term rebound. Hartman also said quality alts have retraced to long-term trend lines, wiping out most of the gains made in Q4 of 2024. Unfortunately, I agree. In December of 2024, ETH traded above $4,000. Speculation it could be on its way to retesting its November 2021 all-time high of $4,878. However, the asset has since pulled back. It's almost a 50% pullback to $2,639 at the time of this publication. It's rough out there, y'all. Good morning, Brett. Solana reached a new all-time high of $295 on January 19th, but has since pulled back to $201.15 at the time of publication. Meanwhile, the meme coin overall market cap declined, so meme coins are losing steam too. Where's the money going? Declined 32.38% by the end of December 2024. Crypto analyst Matthew Hyland recently said it's likely the market, quote unquote, won't see those December highs on most alts for a minimum of 2 months, if not longer. VC says market choppiness, which I was just telling you, it is choppy. Chap. It's a windy ass ocean out there, and it'll take all your money if you're not skilled and experienced. Maybe at the tail end. Hartman said the overall crypto sentiment is absolutely wrecked, which he said is often the best signal. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which measures overall crypto market sentiment, is reading a quote-unquote fear score of 46. It's down below that, man. It's like 35 or 34. 35. Refresh just for shits and gigs. All right, 35. Yes. Down 14 points from last week's greed score of 60. Echoing a similar view, crypto analyst Mike Alfred said in a January 21st X post that the terrible sentiment in the crypto market is exactly the setup of prior major sector-wide rallies. So I guess now's the time to buy, guys. You buy fear, sell greed. Simple as that, right? Right? Just go make money. Just go buy and make money right now. Bitwise Chief Investment Officer Matt Hogan recently said that retail sentiment is the worst it's been in years. I agree. However, Hogan said that professional investors are extraordinarily bullish. And that's what blows my mind. You guys have heard me say this week in and week out. There's so much bullish news. And like if you're on Crypto X, it is like someone shot a kitten. Let me read that paragraph over. However, Hogan said the professional investors are extraordinarily bullish, leaving a massive disconnect between the two groups of investors. Hartman said while the crypto market may continue to chop, this could also be the tail end, as most unlocked venture capital token allocations have already been dumped in the past 2 quarters. Between March and October of 2024, token unlocks released $35 billion worth of assets, significantly increasing market supply. I just had an epiphany. Remember how I started this article saying, where's the money going, right? Hey, look, I'll get to the news, guys, but some of this stuff is actually more important. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You're trying to learn how to read sentiment. Why is there no why is there no big VC money hitting the altcoin market right now? Why is there no big projects being launched? I'll be the first to admit that too. Sifting and scouring through X, I have not seen anyone talk about or mention any really new big projects coming on board. Well, why? Why? Yes, I've been saying that they might be waiting for the Trump announcement of a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Maybe it's simpler than that, right? My epiphany after reading this, we have the most crypto-friendly administration in office right now ever. But have they come out and put out black and white regulations yet? They have not. So maybe, while I'm thinking about this, maybe there is a pause on the inflow of money because they're waiting for some kind of regulation. Why create a new project and this is epiphany I'm just having right now while reading this. Why would I as an investor, why would I as a developer create a project and get investor money when clear regulation still hasn't come out yet? We know it's coming, but why would I put it out and then have to claw back if in case something I did or said or code or some way I went about the project didn't go along with what the new regulations will be? So then I have to change and revamp and blah, 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 blah. Am I making sense? Maybe that's what's going on right now. And now that I'm thinking about that, it would make perfect sense. Again, yes, pro crypto 100%, but still no regulation, no clear, definitive, black and white rules and regulations on how to launch, how to advance, how to build a crypto project. And on top of that, with all of the talk of basically tax breaks for US-based crypto projects, when people were doing it overseas because they just knew that they didn't want to deal with the US, but now there's a huge opportunity to build in the US financially. Why not wait to see what the regulations are going to be? And that might be, guys, what's going on right now. Huh. Just waiting to see what's going, like not even waiting for the strategic reserve, waiting for the rules. What are the rules? What are we allowed to do? How are we allowed to do it? And what's the right way to do it so we don't get hit with a bunch of fucking fines later? Interesting. There's my epiphany, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Does that sound like something that might be what's going on? Because again, if I was a dev or big institutional money, it would make sense to me. Fuck the strategic reserve. I mean, almost all states right now have bills going through Congress for a state-ran Bitcoin strategic reserve. So we already know that's coming. Like, we already know that's a thing. But we need regulation. Why not, like, no one wants to get sued anymore. We're all over it. We're all over, you know, the SEC hitting us with bullshit-ass lawsuits after we've been building a project for so many years, right? Shit. There's my epiphany. Let me know what you think in the comments. Guys, next news article. CZ admits Binance token listing process is flawed and needs reform. I agree. Guys, when was the last time Binance listed a good project, a utility project that's had good volume and been trading for quite some time? No, they've been dropping meme coins. It's absolutely ridiculous. CZ says Binance token listing process is flawed and suggests sexes. Centralized exchanges, guys, get your mind out of the gutter. Should automate listings like decentralized exchanges. CZ, co-founder and former CEO of Binance, said the cryptocurrency exchange's token listing process is flawed, calling for improvements to how centralized exchanges handle new listings. Cryptocurrencies that manage to get listed on centralized exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, or Kraken are in high demand by investors. I agree, since CEXs provide significant new liquidity that can boost the coin's price performance after listing. However, CZ said the process is broken mainly due to the short time frame between announcement and listing. As an observer, I think Binance listing process is a bit broken. They announce, then list 4 hours later. The notice period is necessary, but in those 4 hours, the token price goes high on DEXs, and then people sell on central exchanges, CZ wrote in a February 9th post on X. Decentralized exchanges are generally used by advanced traders like myself. I haven't been on a traditional exchange in God knows how long. To spot emerging cryptocurrencies before the CEX listing announcement, which is often used as a short-term buy signal for decentralized exchange traders who sell a token once it gets listed, causing significant sell pressure. Zhao's remarks come shortly after Binance listed the TEST or TST token, which was picked up by investors as a meme token. Why? Weird. Meme tokens, despite being initially created as part of the BNB chain tutorial. The TST token temporarily rose to a peak market cap of $489 million on February 9th, before falling over 50% to its current $192 million coin market cap, data shows. The TST token's name was briefly uncovered for about 1 second in a BNB chain tutorial video for its 4.meme platform solely for test purposes. Despite CZ clarifying that the video was quote-unquote not for endorsement of the token, China-based influencer communities started promoting it and driving up its market cap. Centralized exchanges should list automatically just like DEXs. Following the TST coin's surprising surge, Zhao agreed that CEX, or centralized exchange listing procedures, need improvement. Implementing automatic token listing procedures akin to DEXs may be part of the solution, CZ said. Adding, I think centralized exchanges should list almost everything automatically, just like DEXs, but I'm not running a centralized exchange anymore. CZ said his remarks came as an quote-unquote outsider who is not involved in the listing process on Binance or other centralized exchanges. The era of fair launch tokens may replace centralized exchange tokens listings. Concerns over CEX's listing practices have grown in recent years. As of May of 2024, more than 80% of tokens listed on Binance lost value in the first 6 months after their debut, according to Cointelegraph report. However, excuse me, try not to sneeze. However, the decentralized launch of Hyperliquid HYPE token may usher in a new era for on-chain fair launch cryptocurrencies. After the project staged the most valuable airdrop in crypto history, worth over $7.5 billion. The HYPE token launch marks the beginning of a new era between centralized exchange listings on-chain, because HYPE was launched by the protocol on its order books on its own layer 1. Vitalik Dervode, co-founder and CEO of Compostability Labs, told Cointelegraph. Guys, that was rough to get through. I'm sorry. The token didn't deploy on any centralized venue, but was launched and fairly priced by the crypto community, added the founder. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if VC money likes that. It's great for retail, but VCs like to get in early, man, and get their pre-sale tokens. Moving on, Bitcoin stumbles as Trump announces 25% steel and aluminum tariffs. Crypto markets have been steadily recovering after a brief dip in the wake of more tariff announcements from U.S. President Donald Trump. Crypto markets stumbled as U.S. President Donald Trump announced tariffs on aluminum and steel, the latest salvo in an escalating U.S. trade war. Trump said that any steel coming into the United States and aluminum will be hit with a 25% tariff, according to a February 9th report by the Associated Press. He also said that the White House would launch a reciprocal tariffs on countries levying import fees on U.S. goods. If they are charging us 130%, we're charging them nothing. It's not going to stay that way, Trump said. Following a tariff announcement, crypto markets dipped temporarily with bleeding across the board. However, there has since been a steady recovery. Bitcoin crossed back over $97,000 after dipping to $94,000 briefly, according to CoinMarketCap. Right now sitting at $97,550. Meanwhile, CoinMarketCap data shows ETH has also returned to nearly the same level it was before the tariff announcement, reaching a low of $2,537, but has since climbed back to $2,645. At the same time, the total crypto market cap dropped from 3.15 trillion down to 3.10 trillion. It has since recovered to 3.13 trillion, according to CoinMarketCap. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which measures market sentiment for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, has been stuck in the fear territory for the last week, clocking an average score of 44 out of 100. We are below that now. We're at 35. The latest February 10, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Trump has stated other plans to introduce tariffs in the EU, superconductors, oil, gas, steel, and copper. On February 1st, Trump launched tariffs of 25% against major trading partners, Canada and Mexico, and 10% on China, crashing both stock and crypto markets. Estimates vary, but Bybit co-founder and CEO Ben Zhao speculated that liquidations could have reached $8 billion to $10 billion. The crypto market eventually rebounded after the planned tariffs on Mexico and Canada were paused on February 3rd for 30 days. Trump, however, hasn't ruled out reinstating the levies once the pause period expires. Right. Moving on, guys. You bored? Is anyone still watching? Are you still around? Boring news, guys. Welcome to Boring Crypto. Bitcoin's role as a reserve asset gains traction in the U.S. as states adopt. I'm telling you, I'm not going to spend too much time on this article, guys, but I've been saying it for the last few weeks. This is going to go through at a state level before it goes to a Fed level. Kentucky is now in the running. Kentucky's becoming the 16th state. There's other states that are... This is old. Like, I saw a map of the I'm sorry. I saw a map literally last night, I think, of all the states that are putting in a Bitcoin reserve on a state level, and it looked like it was way more orange than that. So Illinois, Kentucky, the University of Austin is, this is a university that's putting in for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. But here's the states right now: Kentucky, Arizona, Alabama, Florida, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, North Dakota, South Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Kansas, and Wyoming. Guys, state level, it's going through, it's happening. Like, I don't, and it's wild to me that the price is just flatline. If the Kentucky bill is approved, it may trigger a global race to accumulate Bitcoin. Joshua told Cointelegraph. I'm just blowing through this, guys. I mean, you don't really need to read this. It's a lot of word salad for no reason. It's still happening. All right, moving on, guys. Coinbase CEO calls for blockchain-based U.S. Treasury as Doge saves billions. Elon Musk's Doge agency has saved U.S. taxpayers $36 billion, prompting crypto leaders to push for blockchain-based government spending and transparency. And I fucking agree. Sorry for the language. Not really. This is my channel. I don't really care that much. But guys, absolutely. Voting should be on blockchain. Government spending, blockchain. Infallible ledger, trustless. Let's go. Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or better known as Doge, has saved U.S. taxpayers $36.7 billion, prompting calls from crypto industry leaders for greater transparency in government spending through blockchain technology. According to Doge tracker data, the savings represent just 1.8% of Musk's goal to reduce the U.S. government spending by up to $2 trillion. Musk outlined a vision during January 9th interview with political strategist Mark Penn. Applauding the Musk-led agency's progress, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase's co-founder and CEO, took to social media to call for more transparency around government spending. If anybody's against this, it's wild to me. It's absolutely wild. Hearing congressional bodies come out and say, no, we should not be transparent about how we spend taxpayers' money, and try and defend that, and anyone backing that up, I'm sorry, it's wild to me. Like, you're literally trying to defend the government taking money from us and spending it however the hell they want to without telling us. How do you defend that? How do you defend that? Anyway. Cool. You can continue paying taxes to these assholes. I'm going to fight it tooth and nail every stretch of the way. Great progress from Doge, Armstrong wrote in a February X post. The distributed blockchain can offer a more transparent foundation for financial systems, since decentralized blockchain ledgers are publicly verifiable in real time by anyone with an internet connection. A potential blockchain-based treasury could also implement mandatory spending proposals, which would only allow a certain transaction if the majority of the population voted on it. Wah effing who? Musk's Doge discovers $100 billion loophole, reaches joint agreement with U.S. Treasury. Musk's non-governmental agency and the U.S. Treasury reached a new joint agreement after discovering a $100 billion yearly loophole in government spending. There was an estimated $100 billion worth of yearly entitlement payments to individuals without social security numbers or a temporary ID number, which is extremely suspicious if proven accurate, wrote Musk in a February 8th X post, adding, "When I asked if anyone at Treasury had a rough guess for what the percentage of that number is, unequivocal and obvious fraud, the consensus in the room was about half, so $50 billion a year or $1 billion a week. This is utterly insane and must be addressed immediately." I agree. I'm not reading that. Guys, I mean, I'm sure you can go find Elon on X and read all the stuff he's been throwing out there. The first such criteria will require that all government payments have a payment categorization code, which was quote-unquote frequently left blank, making audits almost impossible. You don't say. Wow. I wonder why they did that. The payments will also have to include a rationale, quote-unquote, which was previously left blank, while Musk also pushed for the quote-unquote do not pay list of entities to be updated on a weekly or daily basis instead of the current yearly process. Musk's proposal to remove the U.S. Treasury, move the U.S. Treasury to blockchain could make the U.S. a de facto global leader in blockchain innovation, according to Gene Rosses, co-founder of decentralized finance platform SmartNex. He told Cointelegraph, "While it's hard to say which blockchain would be up to the task, the important thing is that it is permissionless. Otherwise, the promised transparency would just be a sham. But if the U.S. Treasury embraces decentralized infrastructure, this could be a catalyst for the Web 2 and Web 3 worlds to start merging." Musk's agency managed to save taxpayers $36 billion in less than 3 weeks since the official Doge website was launched on January 21st Cointelegraph report. Doge's work is set to conclude on July 4th, 2020. Is set to conclude on July 4th, 2026, with a smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy. A new plan is set to be issued on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence in the U.S. All right, guys, moving on. Last but not least, quantum computing will bring lost Bitcoin back in circulation, says Tether CEO. What? How? Tether CEO Paolo Ardoino claims quantum computing will hack Bitcoin in lost wallets and return it to circulation. A move one trader warns could drag Bitcoin back to the Stone Ages. People always say shit like this. Oh, it's gonna go to zero, man. I don't know. We'll see what this article says. Tether CEO Paolo, Mr. PA, predicts that quantum computing will eventually hack inactive Bitcoin wallets, returning the Bitcoin in those wallets to circulation. However, he says this is still a long way off. Any Bitcoin in lost wallets, including Satoshi, if not alive, will be hacked and put back in circulation. Mr. PA said on a February 8th X post. Quantum computing won't break Bitcoin anytime soon, though. Quantum computing is still very far from any meaningful risk of breaking Bitcoin cryptography, he added. Quantum computing is a new technology that can handle multiple possibilities and solve complex problems using atomic-level phenomena which regular computers can't handle. Lost Bitcoin wallets are at a greater risk as quantum computing advances, since there's no one to protect or move the funds. Active wallets, on the other hand, are more likely to adopt quantum-resistant protection as it becomes available. He explained that all Bitcoin wallets owned by people that are still alive and with access to their wallets will be moved to a new quantum-resistant address. Pseudonymous crypto trader CryptoSkull told there are 104. I'm sorry. What does that say? Pseudonymous crypto trader Skull told their 140,500 X followers that Satoshi Nakamoto's old wallet being brought back into circulation could theoretically send us back to the Stone Age. Yeah, but no one's gonna dump millions of, like, you couldn't dump that on the open market. The slippage would be insane. Because I think Satoshi wallet has like 2 million in it or something like that. Some experts are of the opinion that Satoshi should have their 1 million Bitcoins frozen to prevent exploitation. But no one's going to be able to dump that on the market. Like, that's what's... I don't know. This just seems like fear-mongering. Bitcoin maxis should plan accordingly, echoing a similar sentiment to Mr. PA. Bitcoin bull and billionaire Chamath. Oh, God, these names. I'm sorry. I can't. Chamath P. said in December X post that quantum computing will be a risk to V1 cryptographic approaches. The time frame is very much not clear, and it's not in the immediate time horizon. But if I own a lot of Bitcoin, my risk posture would be to assume that it could happen and plan accordingly. According to a July 2023 Quantum Grad report, Grover's search algorithm, a rapid speed algorithm for searching an unsortable database, is a theoretical standard for the best optimized way to search for a Bitcoin key. However, it said it might take millions of qubits this is way over my head, to build a working Grover's algorithm capable of seamlessly digging up the private keys to Bitcoin wallets. Quantum computing, guys. Look, you want to look for the next big investment outside of crypto? Once crypto stabilizes and kind of goes slow, anything with the word quantum in it, it's going to be the hot narrative. Telling you. All right, guys, let's go to the charts one last time before I let y'all go. We're bouncing a little bit. Went down to 97-ish, and we're bouncing. Hopefully, we're gonna get a good day. We'll see what happens, guys. Again, I'm just not bullish in the short term. Unfortunately, I am not. And we've got pre-market just opened on traditionals. Woo, what a sell-off. Wahoo. See what 9:30 brings, guys. Keep your eye on traditional markets. We're kind of going, this is on the long term, this is just sideways momentum. If we flip red, everything's going to go red again. So dollar looks like dollar's kind of consolidating. Yeah, guys, it's just, there's just not a lot going on. I'm looking at 100K, man. None of this means anything to me. If we lose 95, I'll start looking for lower price targets. But in the short term, I'm looking for 100K to stay bullish. We gotta get above 100K. Gotta get above 100K. Gotta make it support. Kind of doing something like this on the 1 hour. Descending wedge. With a breakout. See if it holds. Guys, outside of that, that is all I've got for you this morning. I'm sorry it wasn't more exciting. I pray for more exciting days than this. Keep you guys entertained. My music has completely stopped, and I didn't even notice it. I don't know why my music may have stopped. Why did my music stop? Why do I have no music playing? Weird. Something happened in OBS, and I dropped music. Anyways, guys, outside of that, that's all I got for you. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning, please, by all means, like the video, like the streams, and share the streams on all your social platforms. If you want to learn how to trade crypto, traditional finance, get more financially savvy, guys, check out the Discord, the Pip Connect. Link is pinned in the comments. And outside of that, guys, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for another boring crypto show. I am out of here.